Visuals, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another film review. This time visuals, it's for the... What the fuck were you looking up at? It's our spoiler-free review for Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. We've got some wet, sexy Jason Momoa. Actually, well, it looks to be the last time we're going to get Jason Momoa's Aquaman. The future of him inside of DC is a bit uncertain. I know there's been talks and rumours that it's James Gunn wanting for Lobo in his future Superman stuff, or his, a future Lobo solo film. There's rumours and talks. Jason Momoa did release a statement a couple of days back saying his future looks very bleak. Doesn't seem to be anything going forward for him at the minute. It's a massive shame because I love Jason Momoa. I absolutely adore him as Aquaman. He's really given a new lease of life for Aquaman. I think Aquaman for the general audiences, the people that haven't really read comics or haven't particularly read Aquaman comics, always saw him as the guy that just talked to fish, and there was the jokes, fish fucker. Even the Peacemaker show made that joke, and it was always quite funny. But Jason Momoa then come along and made him a bit more, I definitely think to the mainstream audience, a bit more respectable and a bit more understandable in terms of they understand how powerful and strong and vital in some ways he is to the DC and to the Justice League and whatnot. And I definitely do think the character Aquaman has hugely benefited from being portrayed by Jason Momoa. And it's a bit sad to see Jason Momoa and Aquaman finish. I definitely want to see him carry on going forward with this character. But if the least we can get is Jason Momoa in some role, shape, or form, whatever it's going to be, if it is Lobo going forward, I'll definitely be excited for that. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. We're here to talk about Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. I've seen it once at the time of recording. It's my last day at work for 2 weeks. Well, just shy of 2 weeks. I got to see it. I saw it on my own right after my finished work, and then by the time this is recorded done, I'll be chilling out, and then I'm going to go uptown and meet the lads for the work nights out. Lads and all that beer and lads and way football, that kind of shit. My thoughts and opinions on some things may change when me and Chris come to do the podcast, and we talk more heavy on it after Chris has watched it. But I'm going to be fair to say I don't think it will too much. I think my mind's already made up about this film, which we'll talk about now after God knows how many minutes of ramble. Like we said, Jason Momoa returns as Aquaman for Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, and it's a bit more of an in-depth look of who Arthur Curry is and how his life's changed and what's going on with him. We know he's got a kid. We know the events of what happens to his dad and stuff in this kind of film. His family, reconsoling with some family members. I will say the trailer's giveaway, so it's fine. It's Ocean Master. We do get the return of Ocean Master. Continued to be played by Patrick Wilson. Patrick Wilson, yeah, because he plays Ed Warren, doesn't he, as well? But I'm sure it's Ocean Master's back anyway, and he's fantastic in this. And honestly, I'm going to say it straight off the bat, visuals. This film was another absolute hit for me. Now, arguably, not even arguably, I think agreeably, we can all say that DCEU has been very hit and miss with some films. The most the world hated The Flash. The first Suicide Squad was very flat, but then we got James Gunn, The Suicide Squad, amazing. Shows like The Peacemaker, amazing. Zack Snyder's Justice League, awesome as fuck. I think Batman v Superman was decent enough for most people. Most people loved Man of Steel. So it has been hit and miss, but the two Aquaman films we've got, I think, have been massive successes, massive hits. I don't know what it's going to hit in terms of box office. I don't know if the rest of the world will bother to go out and see it because they know it's the last time out. They know this world of the DCEU's finishing and it's stopping, it's coming to an end. They might not invest in them. I think I'll be on HBO Max soon enough. So the box office numbers might not reflect it, but I really do think this is one of the best DCEU films we've got today. Stretch my fat belly around to quickly get some coffee. I've talked that much, I give myself dry mouth. I was going to say as well, the biggest thing that I love from the Aquaman films is the exploration of the underwater stuff. Taking a look at what's going down, the creatures, the animals, the interaction like Aquaman has with certain creatures and whatnot, how it looks. It looks fucking beautiful. It looks phenomenal. The fighting, the CG. A lot of people as well in the last few films, and again, it's now like if you see it, then you see it. They slay and they hammer down the CGI, like I said, especially for the Flash, which is fair enough. Some of it was clunky. Personally, I don't really give a shit as long as it looks good enough for me to sit there and stuff my fat mouth with popcorn. I'm not too bothered. If it looks crystal clear and perfect, awesome. That's just the cherry on top. Wicked. But I thought this looked crystal clear and smooth and beautiful and some crazy over-the-top vibrant colours from under the ocean. Some great weird funky looking animals with different, you know, armor and body like attachments and shit like that. Looking absolutely dope. Sequences, of course we know the return of Black Manta, who's coming on a revenge mission for everything Aquaman took away from him. They were as well, I heard on Fat Man Beyond not too long ago, that they were going to use the storyline of when Black Manta actually kills Aquaman's boy. But I think the producers and the executives and Warner Bros. Like, we're not going to put a film out where an actual baby dies, which I can understand. Like, it's fair enough. But there are still danger elements at play involving Aquaman's son and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, Black Manta's back. Great, fantastic villain. I will not even attempt to pronounce. Well, I'll try and pronounce his name. Yahuya Abdul Mateen II. Probably butchered your name there, and I do apologise. But I hope you forgive me because I'm about to give you some great praise. He is an unsung hero inside of, performance-wise, inside of this world of the DCEU. We take the look at the likes of Ben Affleck's Batman and great acting there. Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman, you know, I think she's great for that part and stuff. But he's been phenomenal as Black Manta. He's carried that character and gives so much depth to that character, and he just portrays it and performs it so well. If you look at it as well, just look at Black Manta, the costume, you could say, oh, it's a bit goofy, it's a bit silly, it looks a bit weird and whatnot, you know, big space alien looking sort of head, but no, it all fits perfectly. The way he carries himself and the way that he goes at Aquaman with such vengeance and anger and want for revenge in this, like I said, the way they're fighting because he gets over the Black Trent and whatnot, it looks awesome, and you buy every bit of it, and you really are on the story with it because you're a bit like, Black Manta, stop being a twat, but I kind of get what you're doing is Aquaman, defend your family and everything you've got and rekindle your relationship with your brother, Ocean Master, and get, I don't know, I was so invested, I was so in love with it. I don't know if I was getting clarity, is it clarity eyes? You know when something's about to leave you, or like you're about to leave something, and you get, how my mother explained, Barney explained it perfectly, and you get like them sort of like, oh, I actually still love this kind of thing. I don't know if it was because I knew this is definitely the last DCEU thing we're ever going to get, and I was like, oh, don't leave us just yet. I don't know if it was that. There might be an element of that, but I don't know. Either way, I do think if I wasn't having a little How I Met Your Mother theory, I still think I would have adored this film so much. Honestly, the action was amazing. You're laughing along with Jason. Well, you're laughing along with Arthur. You're laughing along with Aquaman and stuff. The way him and his brother interact. You're getting a little bit emotional. I'm not going to get all political with the Amber Heard stuff. I can't bother with that bullshit. But the way that you're laughing along with them two as brothers, and, you know, the way they're getting on, and, you know, because how things ended with them from the first film and how they're carrying on now, it just all flowed beautifully. The underwater battles, the battles we see on land and on the shores, it just looked awesome. It was fun. It was action-packed. It was great storytelling. There was great character depth. I know I'm Mr. Easily Pleased, just chuck a superhero up, give me popcorn, yeah, great film. I know I'm Mr. Easily Pleased, so when you hear these reviews, you might think, Dan, you like everything. It's true. I'm very positive on most things. I really do think most people will enjoy this film, and I definitely do recommend, don't go to wait for it, go check it out in the cinema. It's got nothing to do with Christmas, but it's a nice little just before Christmas film, which for me, because I'm not huge on Christmas films and stuff. Like, I like Christmas films. Some are, you know, awesome and whatnot. I love Nightmare Before Christmas. You can debate amongst yourselves if it's Halloween film or Christmas film, whatever you want. But I just love watching my normal shit on Christmas. Like last year, I just did a Ghostbusters marathon. And then this year, we've had some Aquaman. And I'm quite tempted to go back and do like a good chunk of the DCEU. Because you'll be able to get it all done, I think, in one day. I'm fairly certain you could. There's not that many films, is there? It's not like the MCU. I'm quite tempted after watching this of just doing another last little hurrah to the DCEU and whatnot. But visuals, Aquaman, The Lost Kingdom, funny, action-packed, looks beautiful, great writing, awesome directing, cinematography on point, the visuals amazing. So 100% recommend you check it out. It's going to get a massive, what a shock, it's getting a 10 out of 10 from me. Funk it. Dan's giving a film a 10 out of 10 because it's comic book related. I know, I'm sorry. It was just fun. Visuals 10 out of 10, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Like I said, we'll get a bit more spoiler heavy. There might be a couple of things that I've left out because it's my first viewing that I should have maybe referenced here or whatnot. Because, like I said, it was a very fast day. Got to work, went straight to the cinema, get here, film the review and a couple of other videos, chill out for about another hour or so, then I'm off out on the night out. So visuals, thank you so much for watching. Please check out Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. If you've seen it already and you have watched this review, let me know what you think of the review in the comments below. audio and visuals more importantly. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are literally the fucking best. We'll always keep being you. And keep out. Keep out.